single practice between the end of football season my junior year and the end of the year my senior year. So this means a lot to me. You know, a lot of work, a lot of dedication, and like I said, almost lost my life coming to get one of these things. And you know what? I was still at practice that night and kept up my record. So you can overcome anything if you want to, I guess. That's my story on that. That's kind of gives you an idea about me. You know, the watch, I'm dedicated. I like my family. I like my girlfriend. I'm connected with, you know, my life. I keep little mementos around to remind me of things. And I'm an angry person, but found ways of dealing with it. So, to explain myself a little further here, what we're going to do is show you, well, something I'm not real proud of, but it's a heck of a lot about me. Alright, this is my room, alright? As you can see here, a little unorganized chaos on the shelves there. We'll have you notice my computer. It's kind of my baby. It's probably the neatest thing in my room is the Surface Raider on there. Keep pretty good tabs on things using that. And this is my bed. As you can see, the military stuff didn't sink in too far because it's not made. There's, you know, clothes from changing for track. My camera bag, it's all tore up. Not a neat person by any manner. Any of you have seen my organizational system for class, which is shove it in the book and hope it stays there. This is my closet, and between band and Sea Cadets and everything else, there's a lot of stuff in there, stuff that's bagged I don't wear anymore. It's a mess. My mother hates it. And this is my bookshelf, alright? Looks like some chaos, but it's got a guy's organizational system, as I like to call it. If you go from upper right to lower left, these are the books I really like. These are the books not so much. Everything up here I've read multiple times because I'm a heavy reader and kind of shows off my geekiness. A lot of these are video game based books and, you know, a lot of fantasy books, but some of the best books out there. I mean, I read authors that I think are really good, and I read in series because I find an author and I go with it. So that's a little piece on me, which will tell you a lot. Again, this is my computer. As you can see, it's about the cleanest thing in my room. Again, organized chaos. Yeah, I know where everything is. These are my movies, and this is my video games, and this is my junk shelf. Everybody's got one, or a drawer. You know, here's some laughs. You know what I'm talking about. You can relate. This is my dresser. As you can see, drawers are open, but the Xbox Live is running, so that's all that's really important. So that's kind of me in a little bitty nutshell. It tells you about me. I'm a little bit of a geek. You know, I've got some military influence, family related. You know, I keep pretty good tabs on things. I mean, you know, I have that receipt still. I got this little plastic duck that's about that big. So, some chaos in my life, but I know how everything works in my head. That's important. Now to give you a little bit more about me. We move some high lows here. I'm going to start off with pretty much the absolute lowest point in my life. And, excuse me here. 2001 was pretty much a shoddy year for everybody. I mean, we've got the trade centers and all that stuff that went down, but by far that wasn't the worst thing that happened to me that year. My mother, who is the parent I'm probably closest to, was diagnosed in early 2001, right before my birthday, with MS. MS is a debilitating disease that affects the muscles, the brain. There's a lot of medications and therapy that go along with it, and because of this, my mother can barely walk, and the sad fact is that a few years she won't be walking, will be in a wheelchair at all times, so something that weighs on me a lot because I have older parents, and, you know, things I'm going to have to take care of someday. So yeah, that's pretty much the low point in my life. I mean, for me, it doesn't get much lower than that. Highlight in my life is, well, probably exemplified perfectly by this uniform. I've done a lot of things, met a lot of people. I just told you about my drill instructor, my RDC. Man's very important to me. He's meant a lot to me. He's taught me a lot. But through this, stage fright is, you know, something I've already learned to handle, because I get up in front of this many people every Saturday and give a lecture. I've been to trainings all over the country, done things like medical and explosive ordnance disposal, just all kinds of random things that most people our age don't get to do that I've already done. It's kind of accomplished myself. I don't know, got a little big head about it, but I'm kind of proud of it. Another low point in my life was when I realized that I was college bound and I had to take math. Oh, math classes, I'm bad at math. I think a lot of you guys have seen my math. Carrie's smiling over there. It's not a good thing. Who's with me on the whole math isn't a good? Yeah. I'm about as bad as they come at math, but slugging along. Just failed the test. It's awesome. Another high point in my life, though, has probably been, well, obviously my girlfriend. I mean, I've talked about her a couple times through this. She's got me through a lot. I was pretty shook up after I wrecked my car this summer, and she really helped me with that. You know, she was there, let me talk about it, let me complain about things, and it's really helped me out with life. I know a lot of you probably know what I'm talking about. Is that person that means a lot. Keeping on high low here. Let's go to the low. My dad worked for General Motors for 30 years. Well, if you've watched the news, you understand that the car companies are kind of not doing so well. He was lucky enough that he did have his 30 years and he is now retired. But that means a drastically reduced income. And with the way things are going with the economy and the car companies, they could be cutting his health care. And I just told you about my mom, so think about all that, you know, the medications and the physical therapy and the doctor's visits, you know, look at all that up. That may mean I don't go to college if they cut that, so let's all pray for some economic recovery, right? So I think, yeah, I've definitely had an interesting life, and I hope I've given you a little bit of a window into it, and you've seen my bling, you've seen my room, seen my things, heard some of my little stories, and thank y'all for listening and staying awake for the most part.
Little golf clap.